This video has been brought to you by Coolmic. Click the link in the description to check out their currently discounted BL manga and anime. So you know that meme, it's been one of those weeks past the yaoi? Well, halfway in, it's been one of those years. And mercifully, AnimeFesta delivered in Q2 with an isekai BL anime to help cope in these trying times. Ateuma Chara no Kuse shite super Darling Ouji ni Chouai sareteimasu, or in English, the perfect prince follows some bookstore employee who spends his days shilling his favorite het romance novel when he gets hit from the back by not a truck of a man, but just a truck, reincarnating in said romance novel as the villainous and childhood friend of the main girl, Roniru. Not wanting to die per his canonical narrative fate, Roniru, in parentheses, decides to make like a browser window that types in and be incognito. But the novel events still occur with slight deviation anyway, leading to a run-in with the novel's love interest, Prince Alec. After a confrontation where a love potion is thrown like that, Roniru finds himself throwing that at the prince, who is now in love with him, as they embark on making their own explicit adaptation of this light novel with an anime-only ending. The perfect prince has everything. An isekai premise, royal political drama, boys loving, segs, a blushing tear-stained protagonist, a dashing prince who have segs, dates in town, cabin fever, honey in the did I mention the segs? As I mentioned before, I honestly have not been a huge fan of most of the BL that have come out of AnimeFesta. I wasn't attracted to either guy and seduced by my best friend. Evalogia was an Evanogia. I love making that reference. Caressing my hibernating bear. Again, I'm a furry. Don't love the halfway. Titan's Bride had promise and a woof. But I didn't love Kuse's characterization, and by characterization, I mean mullet. Papadate Shite, also known as Even a Dad Still Wants It, is without question my favorite by a long shot, but it's still just generally a little bit above fine, especially when in comparison to some of my other faves from AnimeFesta, which are unfortunately het. I'm sorry. The Perfect Prince, on the other hand, I'm actually really into it, and I've actually really grown tired of all this villainous nonsense in isekai anime, so that's saying something. Overall, it reminds me of like a BL version of Oji no Hanmei or Game World reincarnation, and neither guy here is as hot as that prince, but they're still not unattractive, so it's still a win-win. My favorite of the two currently is Prince Alec. I usually am not that drawn to snow scalps, but his general is doing it for me, especially because he has Toa's voice actor, which we love to see that voice actor again. A lot of work in this kind of niche. Roniru is a little whiny, but still hot, and he's always on display. And I know we're only at the very beginning of this video, and you guys already may be thinking, you're singing this anime's praises because the company who makes it sponsored you to make this video. Well, wait till we get to the glaring negative, because it's a complaint, a plead, and a PSA. But if you want to watch The Perfect Prince yourself, as well as the list of other BL anime that's come out of AnimeFesta, as well as their manga adaptations, click the link below and sign up for Coolmic yourself! Coolmic is a manga reading and anime streaming platform home to iconic titles like Bro, I'm Pregnant and Yuri on Livestream, Yaoi Behind the Screen, as well as thousands of other manga, both safe for work and mostly very much not. They have a huge selection of BL manga, as well as some select BL anime. You just have to make sure you have 18 plus toggled on. All the available manga have a free first chapter if you want to sample something before you want to commit fully to it. It's like Costco. And right now, several BL titles are on sale as a part of Coolmic's Pride Month campaign, including Friends Engaged, I Don't Want to Be Your Cruising Partner, His Tongue Piercing Makes My the uncensored version of Eat Me Up My Husband, Unexpectedly Naughty Fukami, which actually just had its AnimeFesta adaptation announced, as well as all 5 completed BL anime from AnimeFesta. Just click the link in the description to head to Coolmic for their Pride Sale campaign and sign up today. Available both on mobile and desktop. Now, The Perfect Prince is not perfect. Nothing is! It's a short series with short episodes. It's not winning Animation of the Year, probably not even top 10 of the season. But the most glaring negative is the or lack thereof. Wave Corporation, Ave Corporation, my beloved. Thank you for sponsoring this video. Firstly, get that out the way. Since I have your direct attention, I'm begging you, on behalf of the people, why do you think that we would settle for Invisible? I understand Japanese law and censorship. It's beyond y'all. Honestly, it's beyond me. But it's outside of your power. I'm not asking for that. I'm not unreasonable. If I was unreasonable, I could have asked for a whole lot more money. Me, personally, I'm not a fan of Star Wars, but me and my people would settle for a little lightsaber. I mean, honestly, we would prefer a big lightsaber. But little is fine. It's about the motion in the ocean. Size isn't everything. Just use your math. So I did do some research into the topic, specifically within AnimeFesta anime, just to check, and there is a lot less invisible than I thought there was. Of the BL offerings, Papadate Shite, Morino Kuma-san, and Kurogal all have pixelated, which we appreciate. Thank you. But when it comes to Invisible, Titan's Bride, Epilogia, and now this. That's 3 and 3, 50%. I don't like those odds. Overall, Epilogia was the last AnimeFesta anime at all to have Invisible, and that was a few years ago. But the fact that this is a thing at all, particularly with the BL options, is disappointing. Especially when in BL there's supposed to be more than usual. Also, I didn't fact check. I did check the ones that I thought there might have been, but none of the straight, mature anime has Invisible. From my recollection, it's Pride, we're gonna drag you for it! Anything is finer than nothing. We love pixelated around these parts. All parts. Private parts. We don't ask for much, but we barely get one BL anime from y'all a year as it is. Although literally as I was making this video, y'all announced another one. Whose manga is currently on sale in Cool Mix Pride campaign. Hit the link in the description. In conclusion, we don't love to see the disappearing. Disappearing. And ain't that a metaphor for the current state of BL anime across the industry?
I'd say the 1830s, but without all the races.
I don't know why, but this year it's become quarterly for anime depicting same-sex relationships between men to be canceled. January, Q1, the 10 Count movie was canceled. I've already done a video on it and outlined my thoughts there. You can watch that video if you want to. 10 Count was hyped up for years. I was really excited for it. Cancellation really disappointed me, although it did push me to read the manga. And yes, I did read the manga. Overall, thought it was fine. Wasn't as interested in it as I thought I would be. You think I would be probably less disappointed with it being canceled, but I'm not. I'm still in range, because it's about what it represents. Then in April, Q2. Last month, not BL, but still boy and having a lot of BL fans, Yuri on Ice. Plenty of people may have expected Ice Adolescence to get canceled, but it doesn't mean it still doesn't suck unwiped entrances. Yuri on Ice discourse, cumulatively over the years, dating back to when it first was airing, has always been a dumpster fire of conspiracy theories. But now it's really getting on my nerves with all the geopolitical conspiracies that have popped up in the wake of this cancellation. Because some of y'all really think Mother Russia really cares that much about the cartoon with the ice skating fact. What we concretely know is that MAPPA canceled Yuri on Ice Ice Adolescence 7 years after it was announced, and the director of it hasn't visibly done anything since. And either of those things could be for any list of reasons, and frankly we'll probably never know. But unlike 10 Count, we know it's not because of production issues, because MAPPA has production issues, but that's never stopped them before. It might just be me, but over the year I don't remember any major anime in general getting canceled. It's happened before, sure, in history. You can look up online and find out what anime has been canceled over the years. But this is 2 for 2, 2 quarters in a row in the same year. Unprecedented. Also kind of fascinating that they're both stories depicting boys in some form of romantic and/or relationships. 2 cancellations back to back is closing in on an unfortunate coincidence, which quite frankly could still just be a coincidence. Honestly, partially it might even just be the fact that like, oh, these people canceled a long-awaited anime that we have in our backlog. That means we could do it too! And it might have nothing to do with the content, but again, we'll never know. And shadow government conspiracy theories aside, it still f***ing sucks. Also, when we're talking about recent history within the boys loving camp in the broadest sense, Tokyo Babylon 2021 was canceled. Now granted, I know. It's for a different reason. Some people are happy it was canceled anyway. But logistically, that's still 3 for 3 in 4 years. Now after all this, and thinking about what BL anime adaptations that have been announced are left and in limbo, I'm really wondering, Blue Links, will we be 3 for Q3 with the trilogy of the flightless twittering birds? It was their first production. It's been 4 years and several given movies later. It ended on a cliffhanger, a f***ed up cliffhanger. They were both so hot. Of course, BL anime is still coming out. Anime depicting same-gender attraction in relationships is still coming out. It's Pride Month. Maybe you're coming out. Taking all of that into consideration, within the scope of what BL anime announcements have been canceled, as well as what BL anime announcements are left, a certain where is the sun going? Oh, because we're getting into the dark part of the video. A certain important something seems to be missing from most modern BL anime adaptations.
Take a deep breath and think before you let it go.
All I'm saying is BL at large has gotten a lot more platonic in recent years. Given never had any explicit smushing to give, Sasamiya isn't boys' love, it's boys' life. For some reason, people wanted a BL with a 30-year-old virgin. The first Omegaverse BL anime is focused on the social hierarchy. Where are the not? Shinyara Naika, which I will never not complain about, was a p***less parody of a gay komi. I mean, allegedly, probably, I haven't seen it yet. Has anybody ripped it yet? And worst of all, nowadays when someone says BL, we don't know if they're talking about boys love or play. Now, am I against this aforementioned list of anime not existing? No. No. In all honesty, I'm not. I'm not against any form of fictional media existing, especially if it's for some stupid reason like I don't like it. But representation in the broadest air quotes requires variety, not just baby gays with no social skills finally making a friend. I'm just saying! You may think I'm a fetishistic, horny degenerate, a straight white woman, and I probably think you're a feckless homophobic prude who would rather censor their and other queer people's identities for the sake of the comfort of straight people and doesn't understand the importance of the visibility of gay when we're inundated with straight everywhere all the time. There should be plenty of visible gay in media, real gay not almost handholds with orgasm-coated blushes. I'm just saying! But I'll speak more on this topic in the next video I release, because after all, the P in Pride stands for... We thought 10 Count getting canceled at the top of the year was the end-all be-all, and then Yuri on Ice got canceled 3 months later. I really truly hope that Yuri on Ice is where the BL anime cancellation ends, but it's an election year. The is only beginning! But let's end on a note that's in Toa's words. Positive. I recently found out that there's a new non-AnimeFesta BL anime coming out in 2025. Let's read about it. Think of me as your up 17-year-old Mr. Rogers. Mori Ranmaru works as a live-in part-timer at a long-established public bathhouse. His true identity is a 450-year-old lol vampire. Seeking the ultimate taste of the blood of an 18-year-old virgin, he continues to protect the virginity of 15-year-old Rahito, the only son of the bathhouse owner. However, a crisis arises as Rahito reaches puberty. He falls in love at first sight with a girl in the same class. Rahito's virginity must be protected at all costs. Love shall not be allowed. Ranmaru's desperate Operation Virginity Loss Prevention begins. First of all, Mori Ranmaru, what have they done to you? You're not supposed to be alive at this point. Secondly, not only are they self-preserving virginities in BL nowadays, they're assigning vampires to protect the virginities for the boys. Thirdly, it says here that BL stands for bloody love. Also apparently publishes in a shonen magazine, not a shonen ai magazine, a shonen magazine. Not Jump, though. They're doing shonen BL now, as if the demographic wasn't already pillaging everything that shoujo used to be known for. Also, the author is a man who's married to a woman. Straight men are now making BL. I mean, listen, Alashi's mangaka made several great Grimjow and Ulquiorra doujins from Bleach back in the day, several other BL doujins as well from other properties that I have not seen. But a wife? I bet you she's a straight white cis woman. But in all seriousness, apparently this guy has written a bunch of BL manga, including, what is it, Bad Boys Happy Home, which is on my plan to read list. But how can I fearmonger with this information if I admit that? So I just found his booth and it says he likes to write BL/bromance. Now am I gonna watch not bo 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 but ba bon ba bon bon? You bet your sweet ass I am. This looks almost as ridiculous. But am I gonna be happy about it? I don't no, it hasn't aired yet. Regardless of my conflicting feelings for Virgin Legendary Defender over here, Tasogari Outfocus, which is out next season, apparently has explicit segs. But we'll see if they omit it. But I do hope that... let me put my chapstick down. But I do hope that it will ultimately break this dry spell of explicit BL that we've had for a while now. We could all use a little more or a lot of more. Also, as I was writing this, Killing Stalking the Puritans version, aka The Summer That Hikaru Died, has also been greenlit for an anime adaptation of some kind. Balance to the f***ing force or whatever the f***. But in the meantime, we can all cope with Comic at the link in the description. Pride sale is ongoing. Pick up some discounted BL manga and anime while you can. Want more queer content from me? Well...
For thousands of real homemade videos, visit
Patreon.com/crispynats or become a channel member. Whoopsie. That way you can watch all of the extended explicit cuts of all of my videos, as well as a bunch of gay game playthroughs, and even some rule podcasts. Next video will Next video will for sure be the Yaoi Danme video. And I'll be ranting more about gay negativity because it's Pride. Bye! Can you see my feet back here? I hope you can't see my feet. Some secrets need to be kept on the internet.